Some of them might be zones. Here's a zone.
All right, so now we got,
Okay. So you can see Joe Thomas's eyes. He's looking at that 3 technique. So basically what we're doing here is probably tripling with Ben, because he's got a 9. Now Ben knows, Ben Watson, or is that Alex Smith? That's Alex Smith, I think. He knows he's got a wide 9, so he'll be handling him most likely
Is this
by
inside zone?
himself. Yeah, this is inside zone. And these guys, you know, basically these 4 have these 4 because the back is plussed over and there's nobody here. Ideally, you'd like to just check it back over here. We weren't in that mode to
Right.
do that yet. But
hold on, so you say, oh, because it's 4-on-4, you're saying?
yeah, you know, from here over, you'd like
Right.
to just have the
I got
check
you. Okay,
go
go ahead.
back here. But we didn't do that. We didn't have that. So these guys are tripling to here. He'll take him. He's going to slow his roll, knowing there's no immediate threat right here. He's got this out here. He'll handle that. This is going to, you know, create, like we talked about earlier, a really wide 9. And then these 2 dudes will handle these. You'll see Joe's eyes kind of look inside just in case somebody's coming over the top or they're doing some kind of craziness over there. You can see
Okay.
what they're doing. So you see how Joe kind of glances inside just to ensure
Yep.
that everybody's stepping left-footed. We're going inside zone left. Okay, everybody's stepping left-footed, and the ball hits in there. This isn't a clinic reel. This is just a.
Yeah.
This is what it is. That's tight ends blocking a wide 9, and generally this is what it looks like. You know, they meet somewhere in the middle, and it's a train wreck.
Yeah.
And the runner's got to do a good job of fitting it in there. Let's see what else we got. That's a draw. This is a 2-back draw. Here's another
There you
zone.
go.
Okay.
Looks like you're
So
on
here's a
12
zone
here.
with 2 tight ends on.
Okay.
Okay. So now, again, you got a wide 9. You can see that the center, they're singling on the play side, 62 in the center, the left guard in the center, they're singling, okay? The tackle's slow rolling up to there. The backside's on a B, so it puts the backside tight end on 2 guys, all right?
Why?
Well, I'm sorry, not 2 guys. He should just be holding off there and he'll look at that safety coming up. They're being to that linebacker back there.
Now,
Should be a pretty good angle.
How come nobody's touching the weak side backer here? Shouldn't 82
They
be?
should be being to that. What should happen is this. Okay? Think about it. Now, he's got him, right?
Right.
So he'll take him. These 2 can work back to here depending on where the count is. The mic point here. All right?
So why is the mic
These 2
there,
would be
Coach?
back to here, and the tight end would have these 2.
All right, so the mic, I mean, how come the mic is not the 50 technique there? Because,
Well, how come they didn't do it that way?
I'm just saying, if the mic is identified, is that the play side inside backer, or is it just how you identify it?
It's how we identify them. It's a 7-man box. We got enough blockers.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
you have
if he came down,
It'd be the inside, I got
yeah,
it.
it
It'd be
could
the next guy.
be, or this guy comes down or something.
Okay.
It's like what we talked about earlier.
Right,
All right, if we were running it this way, it'd be here. These guys would be double into here. These guys would be single into here. These guys would be here, and we'd book him.
right.
All right, so it just depends on how it fits.
So how come you're not booking the backside 9 technique here?
Well, because the safety's not an immediate threat.
So you have 7 to block.
Yeah, so again, we'll start here on the play side. He's the mic, let's say he's the mic, so
Right.
these 3 really have, you know, he's here, these 2 have these 2 have those 2, all right?
Right.
And he has him or him, depending on. Now, generally, we don't like to let defensive ends unless we feel like they peel off of a quarterback naked,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Then we would work up to a safety. But this safety's not at linebacker depth. The ball's here, this safety's about 9 yards deep. So, you know, if the runner were to cut this back, at least has a chance. If he were to go right now, this guy may scrape, and that runner, boom,
I got you. Yep,
it's
makes
a
sense.
lost yardage play.
Okay. So now 72 just doesn't pick his eyes up, I guess,
Right.
quick enough to see it.
Yeah, that's what happens when rookies play.
Yeah.
But you can see, here, what you can see, and 66 can do a better job with his left foot. He could pick it up and put it down, and then he could get his second step up and under, but you can see it's a timing step and then a power step, 66, got to get it up and underneath.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
So, let's see if there's another one here. Okay, now this is where the tight end's getting worked.
Is this outside
Okay?
zone?
This is inside zone.
Okay.
Okay, and it's a 7-man box. We're tripling, looks like they're tripling this. They're singling the center, and 66 are singling to the mic in the middle, or he's in a plus A gap, right? 62 is on his own on the back side, and he's cutting that off.
Okay, here's my question. A lot of guys want to know about the 3 technique and the mic. What are you, I mean, is it better, you know, I guess it depends on that 3 technique. But
And who
in
they
your-
are, yeah.
Your situation, I mean, are you locking that guard on the single and having the center work to the mic?
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Well, you'll see as the center comes off, he always looks to his A gap, just to see if that's happening.
Now, does he read like a near knee? Does he read anything or just A gap?
He'll
Does
see, well, he's got the
Color?
A gap, that's his gap,
Right,
right? For
right.
zone, we're
Right,
all
right,
zoning
right,
this
right.
way, so that's his gap. So he should pick this foot up, put it down, and come working in here, knowing that the center he probably made a single call, single. Because I don't think they're doubling, I know
Yeah,
they're not doubling.
yeah.
Okay, these guys are tripling out to here, so he's taking him, if they said single, these 2 dudes are working
I got
here.
you.
Okay,
Okay.
that puts him on himself, by himself, and then this would be, basically, he's on his own, base cut off, and he's got this.
So
So they
now
they
that-
could work this too, they could work B back here, but I doubt they were
Right.
working B, I know they weren't working.
So now you got that head up 6 technique backside. So that tight end's really got to work to get his
Big
right
time,
foot. Yeah.
Big time, right here, stay square, and that's when you're working your outside arm underneath his inside pad or his down shoulder. Now, say we were running zone this way.
Yeah.
Okay, if we were running zone this way, Mike's in the middle, all right, so he's got him, we'd be tripling this based on this sandbagger's location. These 2 guys would probably single this, working to here, eyes up, working to here. These guys are being to here, and he's got backside hold off. If this was outside zone, we'd be tripling here, outside. He's got to work to get his stripe outside, he's gonna come and push it, looking for this guy to shoot. This guy has to,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got to look for that, he's got to look for that. There's a lot of different things that happen here.
Right.
All right, and then these 2, he's already got his stripe outside, he's got to maintain that, he's got to take it over. The center's got to get his stripe on the outside, and he's got to stay square, just like we teach the tight end. Pick your outside foot up, put it in the ground, go vertical, catch this as it comes, and we can split it and slash that thing, and then back here we'd be running.
Okay.
So there's a lot of good angles on this tape.
Yeah.
So this way, tight end's a little too high, he's getting worked.
Now, what's he do wrong here? Just the leverage or just
Yeah, he kind of hops and just, he's not
and no strong
coming off the ball. Now, in defense of him, and this isn't the case here because this is a home game, but say we get into, and this is an age-old problem for tight ends, when you're in no huddle.
Coach, just move to your right a little.
When
Yeah.
you're in no huddle and silent count,
Yeah.
he's got 2 eyes in his head, and generally they both look the same direction at the same time.
Yeah.
So one eye's got to look at the ball, and one eye's got to look out here on his targets. And he's got to feel it all at the same time. That ball triggers, he's got to react and make a play. So that's defending him. Now, we've done it enough where he can get there and do that kind of stuff too. He's a little high, this guy's extremely low, which he always is, okay? This is that kind of a player. So you got to come out and you got to be low and you got to meet him in the middle, because you are going to meet him in the middle, and maintain your ground. You cannot get lifted. He cannot lift your pads and dump you back in the hole because it squeezes the run. And then we have no play. And that's what he did.
So to me, I'm watching him. He's not strong with the inside hand here.
Right. And he gets tossed.
Yeah.
Okay?
So now
and you can see Ben on the backside, 82. He's trying to lift the down shoulder. You see that guy? And he's
Yep.
trying to keep him flat down the line. We won't always keep a guy from penetrating, but what we'd like to do is keep him flat or make him go behind us to
Right.
create a run.
So what's 81's the front side tight end's aiming point now on the inside zone again?
Right? He's aiming right. Okay.
Stripe on stripe?
Yeah, he's aiming right.
You don't
there.
want him any more inside of that? No inside V, nothing like that?
No, I think the more that he gets inside of this look, he'll get really pushed into 72
Okay.
right there. So you'd like to stretch him, but This is where you start running the, like you
Yeah,
call it pin and
yeah,
pull
right.
stuff, you know, or traps.
Yep.
Okay, or you check it away from the 9 and you check it to a 7 or a 6, different things like that. The more adept you get, where everybody's connected all of the time, you can do that kind of stuff. Okay, I gotta roll.
Yep.
All right? Is
All
that
right.
good enough?
Appreciate it.
You got some